So this is mine. I did it in WordPress. Having like said a good fair amount of web design experience, I knew right off the bat that I didn't want to spend a lot of time tweaking this or tweaking that for the website because I knew the information was more or less kind of just simple and putting a lot of the same stuff that we submitted. So my approach to it was kind of keeping it bloggy. And what I really wanted to do was just, like I said, have it simple. I wanted to have a nice, impactful image, and I just wanted to have all my things. So whenever you load up the page, this is the first thing you see. You get just kind of an opening statement. What most people have is their mission or their about. I guess I don't really have a teaching background, so I didn't really have a belief or anything like that, like most teachers do. So, and then you see chronologically what I've posted. That's just a really quick listing of pages there. Up here, I have my discussions, and each of those goes to each discussion. So whenever you load it, they go to the YouTube video, and then they have what I posted in those discussion boards. And then whenever you go to blog, you have the same thing. So you see what I did from my technology implementations. And then next I have my resume for anybody who wants to see it. It's actually out of date now. I need to update it. And then I have a contact page, but it's just a very simple get in contact with me. There's no location on there, so nobody can find me.
All right.
There you go. Yeah, other than that, I think in the very corner you get a search menu. And that's how simple I wanted to keep it. I think if there was anything I really wanted to change, I definitely would like to go ahead and actually add in those ISTE standards, because I know I talk about them in like the team discussion pages, and there's no reference to them at all or to the Horizon report, so maybe a link to that would be nice. And then I also really wish I could change the color of my fonts, because it looks a little girly. That's what comes along with the theme. It doesn't bother me that much, actually, but if I could change one thing stylistically, it'd be that. Yep, that's it.
What did you find difficult, Sam?
Actually, what I found most difficult was the restrictions that WordPress has, because, you know, I've worked for years in professional WordPress, which I can get into the editor and change anything by code that I need to. So it was like, I think I spent 2 hours trying to figure out how I could get around changing the colors on here. And there's really just no way. Things like that. But then other than that, I was just kind of organizing all of the things. And once I figured out probably the most effective way to organize everything, then I was just set for it. That was my challenge with this. It was restrictions. So, yeah.
Tough guys wear pink, so it's okay.
Yeah. Like I said, it doesn't bother me that much.
Very fancy.
Thank you. All right.
I really like how you can scroll, you know, like use your mouse and like point to discussions, and then they will roll down.
Yeah.
You can speak to whichever. That's awesome. I didn't figure out how to do that.
I know that things like the nice thing about WordPress over something like Wix is that WordPress has very like solid foundations and functions. So things like drop-down menus like this are something you're going to get in the theme. But if you want to do something like this in Wix, you've got to figure out where the option is, how to implement it into the page, and then you've got to figure out how to add it, which works for some people who have the time. I've set up Wix websites before, and yeah, 10 hours is easy to put into a website just because of the way that's made. But the nice thing about this, and the nice thing about WordPress in general, is that they're more about getting you into content rather than dealing with building a page. So you know you have content to put up and you know that you need to get a lot of it fast. It's honestly, it's a very good platform just for that.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried a bunch of other websites. Like I tried Wix, I tried the Google one. Oh my gosh, that was terrible.
Google, no.
Yeah.
And I felt like I kept going back to WordPress. Like it was just so much easier to navigate than all the other websites I tried.
Like I said, Wix is really more for site building, but WordPress is more for content management. That's what it is in the industry, and that's how it works. So like I said, for something like this type of project, if I know I just need to make some blog posts. I need to throw some media on there. It's content. That's what's more important. Then that's what I'm going to use for this. If I was going to build like a photo gallery or something like that, then I would probably choose Wix over that.
Okay.
It's just kind of their practical uses and what they were designed for. That's how I view websites. So, all right, and that that little box, I guess I don't know if y'all saw that, but apparently 10 minutes left. So.